I'm Bruce Rutherford, and we're very excited to have you join us today for our live stream of the Doylestown at Dusk car show. But I'm tired, and as we all are, tired of not being able to hug family, not being able to do things the way we've been used to doing them. I'm tired of wearing a mask always when I'm interacting with people. So since I'm here with my buddy Tom, and he's the only other person here, and he's a safe distance away, I figured I would talk to you for the rest of this time without a mask on. And that way you can see who I am and what I normally look like. So I wanted to welcome you all to our Doylestown at Dusk car show. This year, obviously, is quite different from any other year, and hopefully it will go back to the way it normally is next year, with all of our functions that we normally have, our bands and VIP parking and food and restaurants all flourishing as they normally do. But for this year, obviously, we had to accommodate to all of the and adhere to all of the rules of the COVID-19 pandemic and the social distancing and the wearing of masks, which we all encourage and would want you to adhere to. We had to eliminate quite a few things from this year's car show, unfortunately, in order to be able to have a car show for you at all. Many things had to be jettisoned because we are trying to avoid crowd gathering on the street. We're calling it the rolling car show. And it is basically an event to show our appreciation for car owners and our sponsors of past years, offering up all of our things at no charge, essentially. If you wish to come in and participate, you can do so for a very minimal fee just to cover credit card costs. And to provide something on an upbeat level for car owners who have participated in the past, and to show our sponsors our appreciation for all they've done for us in past years. We are glad to have you join us on the live stream of this event. And hope that you'll stay with us. We have a lot of things planned to entertain you over the time span that we have the event going. So there'll be a lot of things to educate you on Rotary, which puts on this event. Your money always goes to a good cause and is never wasted on administration in any way because of our generous volunteers through the Rotary Club and other sources. This event is geared toward being an uplifting event, something that we can put on in a positive light in the atmosphere that we're in this year. Our committee decided that we would rather do something in a positive light rather than do nothing at all. So this event is for all of you. And we hope that you enjoy our live stream and stay with us throughout the event. And we look forward to being able to provide to you a more ordinary car show next year along the lines of what we normally do. So thank you again, and we'll see you on the road.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the 2020 Doylestown at Dusk Rolling Car Show. Thanks so much for tuning in to the live feed tonight. My name is Alex, and I'll be one of the commentators tonight, helping you through watching a few hours of some awesome cars rolling through Doylestown. We're really happy and excited to bring you this event this year over Facebook Live, seeing as how we weren't able to do a giant event like we usually do. But we're really happy to have so many people watching the live feed at the moment. We're looking forward to interacting with you guys this evening and talking about some cool cars. So just to let you know, tonight we're going to be having a variety of groups of cars driving through Doylestown. We've got a number of folks with cameras positioned throughout the route to bring you some really cool shots of the car and some other exclusive content tonight on the live feed. So I want to tell you a little bit about the event and the folks who benefit from the event and who sponsor the event. So the event is run by the Rotary. We'll talk a little bit more about the Rotary a little bit later in the program. The Rotary
Okay,
Club
here we
of
go.
Doylestown,
Sir, you're clear to go. Thank you very much.
But I also want to tell you a little bit about the beneficiary
Take them all the way out to the IU.
of the Doylestown at Dusk Car Show, and that's Doylestown Health. And their mission is to bring health and healing and hope to our community, and we're really happy to be able to have them as the beneficiary of Doylestown at Dusk Car Show. Also want to throw, just at the beginning here, throw out a
Watch the traffic, gentlemen.
really
Wave to
big
Facebook.
thank you to our participants this year for being flexible and agreeing to participate in this.
Watch
We're
the
really
traffic.
happy to have folks who are interested to participate in this kind of different car show, and we appreciate it.
Come on, can you see it? I hear the horns.
So on the live stream, we can see some of those first cars in the 5 o'clock hour rolling out on the West State Street. Some great views of the center of Doylestown at the moment, and shortly we'll see some of those 5 o'clock hour cars rolling up into view. And there we go.
That car would have been a great candidate for a Fabulous Flames. This guy in front, he's wondering what he's doing wrong. This guy in the Jaguar, he's not sure what's going on. Then you got a tuner car, you got an old, it's a Jetta tuner car behind that.
Now I'm recording.
Okay, good. So yeah, as soon as we got a green light, so there goes our second group. There we go. So there's the Honda from Keenan Honda, pretty awesome. Then we got our street rod. Look at that thing, Fabulous Flames all the way. You got the caddy, all right. And there's your tuner car. It's a Jetta. And that's an Audi S5. Or S3. That's a hot car.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. Looks like we've got some folks tuning in from Florida, which is great to see. It's awesome to be able to broadcast this event and get some viewers in from across the country. We really like to see that.
Coming this way, I was over here.
Yeah.
So you know the only thing is you pick up mine. I'm in the other room now.
What do you mean the other way?
There's 2 rooms.
Live stream now. We've got the first group of 5 p.m. cars rolling through. Let us know in the comments if you see a car you like. Let us know. Maybe we can we'll give you a little more information on the car if we can, and enjoy seeing them.
You're good to go. Wave hi to Facebook.
So it looks
Thank
like we've
you.
got a lot of folks
Wave to
viewing the
Facebook.
live stream.
Thanks
Let us
so
know
much.
where you're watching from. We'd love to know where you're watching, where you're from. And, let us know what you think of Doylestown, and feel free to engage.
All right, I'm clear.
Oh, somebody's mic. Oh, maybe because I'm close to you.
Yes, it's all behind. Downhill. Here.
Here you go. I'm good. They're going. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, great to see
Thank
so
you.
many people in the chat. Thanks for tuning in this year. Just
Wave to
looking through
Facebook.
some of our comments here, see where people are tuning in from. Like I said before, we
Wave to
got people
Facebook.
all the way from Florida
Thank you.
tuning in. And we've got another, I hear from our race or our parade control folks that we hear some more cars are being released. Looks like we can see them on the live feed now. just thinking back for a couple of years now, when we saw that old footage of some previous shows in the rain, it was still even good to see how many people came out in the rain and enjoyed some really awesome cars. Glad it's not raining this year.
Hi, I'm Mark Hoffman, the very proud president of the Rotary Club of Doylestown. On behalf of our nearly 100 members, please accept my thanks and appreciation for your interest and participation in this year's virtual Doylestown at Dusk car show. As you may know, or perhaps as you may not know, the Rotary is an international group of concerned individuals, nearly 1.2 million citizens throughout the world, who are members of more than 35,000 different local Rotary clubs, each committed to promoting peace, fighting disease, providing clean water and sanitation to those currently without, providing health care and support to mothers and children, supporting educational initiatives, and growing local economies. The Doylestown Rotary Club is one of these 35,000 different clubs throughout the world, and our nearly 100 members are each dedicated to service above self. One of our most successful and perhaps the showpiece fundraiser that we have as a club for many years has been the Doylestown at Dusk car show. As you know, of course, this year's event is a little different, and we appreciate the dedication of our team, our committee, our volunteers, both in the club and outside of the club, as well as our participants who have made this year's event possible in light of the social restrictions that are in place due to COVID-19. So while this year's event is a little different in format, in a sense, it's still an opportunity for us to show our fellowship, not through our love and appreciation of cars, but really in our dedication to raising money to support local Doylestown area community charities, organizations, and scholarship winners. On behalf of the Doylestown Rotary Club, I'd like to again thank you for your interest in this event. Of course, I'd like to thank you for your support of this event, and thank you for your participation in this year's event. I encourage you also to visit us at doylestownrotary.org to learn more about our club. If service above self is something that you yourself are interested in, we'd love to see you at a meeting and perhaps see you get more involved in the many wonderful things we're doing in our community and abroad. Again, thank you so much.
So that was a great message we just heard from our Doylestown Rotary president. And I just thought it would be a great idea to go over some Rotary facts for a minute because
Take care.
it's such a great organization. There's more than 1.2 million members in Rotary and 34,000 clubs worldwide. And that motto, service above self, is a great motto, and I think it really is exemplified through this event. So I want to let you know just about the objective of Rotary as well. And they've got four objectives: the development of acquaintances as an opportunity, as an opportunity for service. Then second, high ethical standards in business and professions, the recognition of the worthiness of all useful occupations, and the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve society. Third, the application of the ideal of service in each Rotarian's personal, business, and community life. Finally, fourth, the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace to a world fellowship of business and professional persons united in the ideal of service. Just taking another look at the comments here. Saw some folks tuning in from Oregon, Horsham, PA. Great to see so many people joining in. We've got over 100 viewers at the moment. See the Road Angels are watching, and thank you all for your support. Glad to have you here. So for those folks just joining into the live stream right now, just wanted to let you know we're watching some cars roll through Doylestown, Pennsylvania at the moment. We're going to have a lot of cars rolling throughout the next few hours. We've got folks stationed throughout Doylestown bringing you various views of the cars along their route as they parade through Doylestown. So for the folks in the comments right here, let me know what your favorite car is so far. Seen some pretty old cars, some pretty cool ones roll through. Let me know what you think is the best so far.
Gemi Construction is an award-winning company that's committed to craftsmanship and design. Gemi Construction is a full-service remodeling firm celebrating over 20 years of success in Bucks and Montgomery counties. Founded by National Association of the Remodeling Industry Certified Remodeler John Gemi, we specialize in custom renovations and additions. John's skill and pride in his craft are apparent in building elegant and comfortable living spaces that will be appreciated as much in a century as they are today. From whole house renovations and additions to kitchen renovations, bathroom renovations, exteriors, lower levels, aging in place spaces, and more, Gemi Construction's commitment to exceeding customers' expectations is evident from start to finish. And while we're on the job, the care and safety of our clients and staff is of utmost priority. Gemi Construction is adhering to all COVID-19 safety protocols and guidelines mandated by Pennsylvania Governor Wolf and the CDC. What is most important to you is most important to us. Crafting the perfect home remodeling solution takes both creativity and patience. Implementing the plan requires teamwork and skill. Gemi Construction is known for delivering superb, award-winning work, and our team of dedicated and skilled craftsmen will be there every step of the way. Gemi Construction.
Listen Listen up. Fred Beans Ford is your work truck headquarters. Shop over 700 work-ready trucks, like cargo, dump, plow, chassis, and more. We've got the work trucks you want at the prices you want, and our experienced staff will deliver them directly to you. For better savings on a better selection, get to the #1 volume dealer in PA, in Doylestown, Mechanicsburg, Langhorne, and Westchester. At Fred Beans Ford, built to lend a hand. Online at fredbeanstrucks.com.
All right, we're back live after those few commercials. Let me know what your favorite car is so far that we've seen. And I wanted to just give you guys a little sneak peek into some of the other cars that we might have rolling through this evening. As I look at the list here, I see Mercedes, I see Subarus, I see Chevrolets, Cadillacs, just to name a few. So I think we've got some really cool cars coming up this evening. A couple more, some Buicks, some Pontiacs, some Jeeps. I see BMW on the list as well. Great to see some folks on the live stream here who are tuning in, who are past participants in the show. Thanks for joining us again. We're really happy to have you here, and we always love seeing all the cars in Doylestown lined up on the streets. And unfortunately, we weren't able to do that this year, but we're really happy to be able to bring you this live stream of cars rolling through Doylestown and be able to connect with so many people across the U.S., it seems like, so far. And bring you a car show that's a little different than maybe other car shows you've been to in the past.
And they're off. Thanks so much. Take your time.
So I've just been told that some more cars are rolling through at the start line. You let us know what you think of these next batch of cars. Right now we've got a good look at some cars coming through Doylestown. Great to see so many people joining in on the live feed, and really, really good to see our participants rolling through Doylestown and able to bring a socially distant car show to our Doylestown at Dusk fans. So it looks like Herbie the Love Bug just went by. A couple people in the chat saw that as their favorite car. Great to see that one on the live feed. There we go, Herbie the Love Bug. So just to give you a little information about where we're seeing these cars here, we see cars coming down West State Street in Doylestown. They're going to go all the way through town onto the other side of Main Street and see them come back for a second look. Quick trivia for some of our viewers out there. What year did the Love Bug video come out? Post your answers in the chat.
The COVID-19 pandemic continues to teach us about the necessity to care for ourselves and each other during a health emergency. Hi, I'm Jim Brexler, President and CEO of Doylestown Health. I am proud of Doylestown Health's response to this crisis and the extraordinary efforts of our staff to care for patients with coronavirus, particularly at a time when the entire world is still learning about this new disease. I'm also thankful for the outpouring of community support. Together, we have met this challenge. But there is no question that this pandemic has caused hardship and challenges for all of us. All hospitals, including Doylestown Hospital, created capacity to care for patients that were affected by COVID-19. That meant routine diagnostic tests, therapies, scheduled procedures and surgeries were canceled that physicians believed could safely be deferred in the short run. But throughout the pandemic surge, Doylestown Health continued to provide emergent and urgent medical and surgical care. With the number of cases now drastically down, I'm excited to say that we are now reopening all our patient services. Some of you, however, chose not to seek necessary medical care for fear or anxiety about coming to a hospital during this pandemic. The effect on patients and their families who delay treatment for serious health issues, such as heart attacks and strokes, can be devastating. For your own health and well-being, please do not delay your medical care. Doylestown Hospital is safe. The physician offices of our medical staff are safe. The Pine Run Health Center, our skilled nursing facility, is safe. We are working tirelessly to ensure your safety and the safety of our staff. And we are ready to care for you just as we have for nearly 100 years. However, some things will look a little different when you arrive as we take precautions to keep you safe. Everyone, including our own staff who enters Doylestown Hospital, Pine Run, our physician offices, and all outpatient locations, is being screened for COVID-19 symptoms. You'll see patients and staff wearing masks and other face coverings for everyone's safety. As we more fully open for services, there may be continuing visitor limitations, so please ask about those limitations when you schedule an appointment or before you come in. I encourage you to visit our website for the most up-to-date information, as well as a series of videos that we've prepared that will explain what to expect when you arrive. Please do not delay your care. Serious health issues require immediate action, chronic disease must be managed, and even minor health issues should be treated to avoid more serious health consequences. Throughout this pandemic, Doylestown Health has continued to operate with the same level of excellence that has earned us our national reputation. We're here, we're ready, we're doing everything we can to keep you safe. We're Doylestown Health.
All right, we're back. Great to see some footage from our Doylestown Hospital and Doylestown Hospital staff, and want to throw a big thank you out there to our healthcare workers on the front line of this pandemic. We can't thank you enough, and can't thank you enough. So I want to go back to the trivia question that I posed before we took this most recent break. And the original Love Bug video came out in 1968. So I think I saw a couple people in the comments get that one right. So congratulations to you. So as we're watching the live feed here, it looks like we've got some people perhaps joining in from Arizona. Adds to our multi-state viewership at the moment, which is great to see. See some other folks in the live feed chat here. It's great to be able to see the car show from the comfort of your couch. I couldn't agree more. While it would be great to be on the streets of Doylestown and be out proud and see all of the vendors and see all of our cars parked on the streets, it's still cool to be able to see some classic cars rolling through Doylestown and be able to sit by your pool or sit on your couch or sit outside and enjoy those cars in the comfort of your home.
So here they come.
So we're getting to see.
All right. That was that group.
And it got the hell out of here. I jumped back into the
Great to see some music from the previous shows. We're happy to be able to bring you some of that live music on the live stream. Live music from previous years, I should say. So we're gearing up for the next round of cars to come through. Come through Doylestown, that is.
Tom, is 4 total?
So we
Is camera
saw
4
the
totally
love
not working?
bug a little bit earlier, but I'd love to know if there are
Okay.
any other crowd
trying to get
favorite cars that
Tyler.
we saw come through. Let me know what you guys think when you have a chance. Feel free to chat us in the Facebook live stream chat. We'd love to hear from you. Love to hear where you're tuning in from, if anybody new is in the chat. For those of you just joining into our live stream, you're viewing the 2020 Doylestown at Dusk Rolling Car Show. We're doing things a little bit different this year. We've got folks posted throughout Doylestown doing taking video of cars coming through Doylestown, and we'll be seeing those cars throughout the next few hours here.
All right, Tom, I'm gonna load up. Here we
Great,
go.
so I hear the next
Here we
group
go.
of cars are coming
You're good to
through,
go.
so let's get ready to see them come through on the live stream here.
I know where that guy is going, but that is a beautiful, beautiful Mustang.
So it looks like we might have some other commentators joining the chat here.
Yep. Yep. Here's come some cars downstate. I don't know, a couple of rowdy people.
Sounds like we've got some folks down where cars are being organized, coming down West State Street in Doylestown. Some cool old classic cars rolling down Doylestown, rolling through Doylestown.
We got what looks like a 68 Mustang over here. Yellow with a black top. Looks pretty hot. There he goes. Sounds pretty good.
Are you looking for a first-class automotive experience in a world-class facility? Then visit us at Keenan Motors, your Mercedes-Benz dealership in Doylestown, Pennsylvania. Our beautiful dealership is located on our 18-acre campus and features over 12,000 square feet of indoor showroom space and a luxurious customer lounge. We offer state-of-the-art service facilities which include a 3-lane indoor service drive and a staff of Mercedes-Benz trained service technicians. Our commercial vans division has dedicated sales and service teams to fully serve your needs. Our pristine pre-owned vehicles are difficult to differentiate from new without looking at the odometer, and you'll enjoy excellent customer service even after you have driven away in your new or pre-owned vehicle. When you return for service, you'll enjoy complimentary Mercedes-Benz loaners, breakfast or lunch at a nearby restaurant, and pickup and delivery of your Mercedes-Benz at your home or office. For over 60 years, our family-owned business has built a reputation based off of honest communication, quality services, and community involvement. Discover an unmatchable Mercedes-Benz car buying experience at Keenan Motors.
Awesome. Well, we're back live now after that quick commercial break. And for those of you just joining in, this is the 2020 Doylestown at Dusk Rolling Car Show live feed. We've got some cool cars rolling through Doylestown right now, and we've actually got some folks out in Doylestown who are able to bring us some of the sights and sounds of the cars rolling through Doylestown. So I'll kick it over to Rick. Rick, let us know what you're seeing.
So I'm at a great spot, Alex. I'm at South Clinton and West State. So I get to see them rolling up by Mosquito Grill, coming one way, and then they're taking a right on South Clinton, and then I wait a few minutes, and then I get to see them coming right down Restaurant Row on West State Street. And it's a lot of fun to see all the people dining at the restaurants, and they're looking, and the cars are revving their engines. It's pretty cool here. It's a beautiful night in Doylestown. Kind of wish I was sitting at one of those tables having a meal, but I'm really enjoying this spot right here, seeing all the great cars that are coming through, all the people that registered to do the rolling car show here for Doylestown at Dusk. So yeah, this is a great spot. They're comfortable chairs, enjoying the live feed. And, obviously we've got some great
Well, that's great, Rick.
That's what's happening down here at West State.
That's awesome. Thanks for that report, Rick. And we heard a little on your feed a few minutes ago some car revs. If when we hear the next group of cars come through, it'd be great to get some of those sounds on the live feed, because I know one of the things I always enjoyed from the last car show is as the cars rolling in, hearing the engines, hearing all those cool car sounds. So we'll kick it back over to you when you see the next group of cars rolling through. We see you on the live feed now, actually, so that's awesome.
Yep.
So
excellent.
Perfect. So I want to give another quick shout out to our beneficiary of today's car show. It's Doylestown Health, and you heard a little bit of a message from them earlier. And we just want to thank our healthcare workers on the front line of this pandemic. Obviously, we wouldn't be able to wouldn't be where we are without you all. So thank you. And I want to take a minute now. So the way this event works is, like you just heard from Rick in Show Central, we've got folks stationed throughout the show. But I also want to toss it over to my co-anchor this evening, Chris. He's here with me. So Chris, let us know what you like about the car show. What do you think?
Thanks, Alex. Great to be here tonight with you all. I had the pleasure of taking a lap or two this year in the pace car. Excuse me. Keenan came out with their BMW M8 competition package. Really enjoyable ride. You should see some of that footage later in the show. Really got a great chance to get out there and be with the cars and make sure we all have our mask. Enjoying the town. So that was my first great experience here.
That's great, Chris, and that sounds like a really fun ride in that BMW, and I'm looking forward to seeing some of that footage a little bit later. It's always great to drive around Doylestown in a nice car. I always enjoy that when I've done that in the past. So it looks like we might have some new folks joining in on our live stream here. It looks like we've got about 80 people on the live stream. And if there's anybody new joining in, let us know where you're joining from. A little bit earlier, we had folks in from Florida and Arizona and Delaware, Oregon. We'd love to hear where you're joining in from and able to watch the Doylestown at Dusk Rolling Car Show here on the live stream. Let us know where you're coming from, and let us know what you think about the cars so far. Maybe which car is your favorite. We had some Herbie the Love Bug folks earlier on, and did a little trivia around that. So once we see some more cars roll through, maybe we'll do some more trivia, and we'd love to hear what you think in the comments.
Here, and we've got street rods. We have in the 30s, we had a Model T. We've been pretty amazing to see the cars that have come out to the show. It's always that way with the regular show, but it's neat to see all the people that have come out this year to do our rolling car show.
Hey, Rick.
Back on yet, Tom?
All right, here we are back live with the
Yes, Alex.
Doylestown at Dusk Rolling Car Show. This is the 2020 Doylestown Car Show. We're really happy to bring you this live stream over Facebook Live. Fortunately, we couldn't hold the car show in Doylestown like we usually do as a big event with lots of people for obvious reasons, but we wanted to give folks a chance to enjoy their passion and, you know, seeing cool cars of all kinds, all makes and models. Instead of congregating in Doylestown, we're bringing it to you live over Facebook Live, that is. We've got some cameras positioned all throughout Doylestown, and we've actually got somebody out in Doylestown right now. Rick, if you could give us an update of what you're seeing, or maybe what you've seen so far, let us know. Let us know what looks good coming over the live feed.
Oh man, we just had a Chevy SSR. They're very rare. It's a convertible yellow, had custom striping on it, which was super cool. And the thing that's really great about the SSR is it's got a LS2 Chevy V8. So that's like a Corvette motor in there. So that thing sounded really great, which is a unique touch, you know, added to the red striping on his car. So yeah, that was really cool to see. Follow a couple old cars, an old DeSoto and an old Chrysler with big wings on the back. So that's what's great about this show. There's just a great variety of cars coming through here, plus a lot of everyday cars. But even people who aren't in the show, you get, especially down State Street on a sunny Saturday night, you get some really cool cars. So this is a great place to be taking a look. So, you know, we'll wait for the next group of cars to come through. We'll see what different cars we get next.
Awesome. Thanks for that, Rick. Couldn't agree more. This is a great event. Great to see all these cars rolling through Doylestown. That that SSR that you mentioned, what a cool looking car, and that bright yellow, and what a fun car I'm sure to drive. Lots of power in that one.
Okay. Nothing coming through right now.
So we had mentioned Rotary earlier, and we had been talking about a couple of the objectives of Rotary, and one of them was to build advancement of international understanding. And I just wanted to bring shed some light on some of the ways in which Rotary does that. And I thought it would be great because my co-host here has some firsthand experience of how Rotary builds international understanding. So, Chris, I'll toss it over to you. Maybe you can talk a little bit about Rotary's international building international understanding.
Certainly. Thanks, Alex. I did have the opportunity to be an exchange student, really be an ambassador for our country, and share those morals and objectives of Rotary. Really a great organization. Got to travel all over Europe and live with a number of different host families and spread that information and understanding.
That's great, Chris. And now one of the awesome things that you get to continue to do is continue building international understanding and continue to interact with Rotary and great events like these, the Doylestown at Dusk car show, helping out our beneficiary, which is Doylestown Health. So I hear some cool sounds maybe coming from from Rick, who's out in the field at the moment. So Rick, what are you seeing? Anything interesting?
Well, I'm seeing a group of people sitting outside a Mosquito Grill, and I don't want to say that they're playing a game called "You Honk, We Drink," but every time people honk, they get really excited. So yeah, we're there goes a nice Corvette, a vintage Corvette. Here comes some of the here's a Subaru tuner car coming by, so that's cool. You can hear that thing. It's really cool. A bunch of those guys came out, so it was kind of a club. I think it's called this. But they came out for our show. Here comes a couple of our show cars, really loud. Yeah, we've got a lot of noise down here when those guys come by. So we're having a great time down here on State and Clinton, seeing these different cars. I think some of these cars, after they're done doing the route, they've just been driving back through Doylestown, which has been really fun to see. So I think they're continuing to come by and show us what they got, and that's pretty cool.
That's great to hear, Rick, and some great views coming from State and Clinton. We saw that Subaru that you were just talking about look pretty cool, and I'm really glad to hear that some of the folks in Doylestown are having fun watching the parade, and we'd love if they even tuned into the live stream so that they could see what we're seeing. So it's great to hear. Thanks for giving us some insight into what's happening in the middle of Doylestown, and some great views, great sounds coming from the cars rolling through.
Wave to Facebook.
You're welcome. Every time I see so it's great stuff. Even cars that aren't in the show on a Saturday night rolling through. Got a great Hemi SRT Challenger right now in yellow in my screen. 392. That thing is hot.
Perfect. Great to see all these cool cars rolling through Doylestown. Great to see them.
Seems like it's too quiet though. The thing isn't loud enough.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian. Brian Boger, legend of Doylestown, right there. Owner of Doylestown Bike Works Bike Shop. That's right. A hot Volkswagen Jetta. Is that a TDI?
TDI, yeah.
Dude. So he's conscious of the environment too. Can't beat that. It's live streaming, Brian. So.
Rick, thanks so much for those for that input from the center of Doylestown. It's great to see folks out and about, especially those legends of Doylestown like you were talking about. wanted to give our viewers here on the live stream a little insight into what we might see in our next hour here. As I'm looking at the list, I see some more Fords, see some more Chevys, see a Studebaker out there, Mercury, Pontiac, Cadillacs, Toyotas. So if you have people you know who love those kind of cars but aren't on the live stream, send them a message, send them the link, share the link, and tell them to tune in and let us know where they're watching from. We'd love to hear from you.
Alex, I get an up.
The Heart of Bucks Auto Show was originally started by the JCs and the Lions as a collaborated effort, and the JCs have since taken over the whole show. We have been running it. This is our 20th anniversary. The history is that basically it was brought about to raise funds for local charities. Each year we change from one charity to another, but they're always local within the Bucks County area. This past year and this year, the money all the proceeds have gone to Today Incorporated, which is a drug and alcohol rehabilitation outfit in Newtown.
This is a 1944 Deluxe convertible, and it was $850 when it was new. And I've taken the car and restored it. It was in pretty good shape when I got it. I'm a member of the early Ford V8 Club of America. It was founded in 1963, and this is one of the early V8s. This is a flathead V8, and they run from 1932 to 1953.
This car gets the Walter B. Rutherford Trophy of Excellence.
Yeah, we're still on a break, Rick. Tom will cue us in.
Missing the best card.
All right, we're back live after seeing
Yeah, here comes some cards.
Seeing some past footage of 25 years ago, 1995, for one of the first car shows. I want to toss it over to Rick. He was saying he was seeing a lot of cool cars coming through. Rick, tell us what you're seeing.
I saw Chevy Nomad.
Passing me now.
We see there a lot on Olds 442.
And they're done.
455 come through. Old left. Just really cool stuff. It's like these guys are as well. Yep.
Great to see a lot of cars rolling through Doylestown, and I see some couple questions in the comments here about wishing you may have been able to participate. I want to toss it over to Chris to give us a little information on that. Chris, let us know about day of registration.
Thanks, Alex. Yeah, we definitely have the opportunity I saw on the live stream a couple of people saying they wish they had brought their car out. There's still opportunity. The check-in is at McFarland and Lafayette Street, just the Central Bucks West stadium parking lot. And if you'd like to, you could still bring your car out, go through the loop, and show your support on to the live stream and to the event. It's a great event, and just wanted to throw that opportunity out there for you all.
Here comes another group.
Thanks for giving us
Alex.
that information, Chris. And for those folks tuning in on the live stream, if you're in the area and this is something you want to do, it's a great opportunity to get out there and take a drive through Doylestown and get your car on the live stream here for our fans tuning in across the U.S. For the 2020 Doylestown at Dusk Rolling Car Show. So it looks like we have some other folks joining in from Maryland, I believe. It's great to see. Great to see some folks across the U.S. joining in. So I'll kick it over to Rick, who's our correspondent for today's live stream, who's in Doylestown, in the heart of Doylestown, watching the cars roll through. He's been giving us some great commentary on what we've been seeing so far. So Rick, what are you seeing down there?
So I'm at West State and Clinton, right at the point here, right where the big banner is, and we just had another group of cars roll through. We had a really customized. It probably was a 2018 or 19 Challenger in red, really cool. Had a red '66 Mustang with a blower out the hood. So I can't wait for him to come by me on State Street. They just went from State and they went right on Clinton. So they're making the loop and they'll be coming back through. But I can't wait for him to come by because I bet you that thing is really loud. Should be really cool. So you're good to go. Big cars come through here. Modern cars, old cars, just about a little bit of everything. But that group is going to be coming through. And when they come through, they're going to make a racket for sure. The people dining here on West State Street in Doylestown are going to need to take notice. They're all going to be spinning their heads looking at that thing when it comes through. So I can't wait.
That sounds like fun, Rick, and we'll look forward to that. And you mentioned, you're seeing all kinds of cars coming through Doylestown. I think that's one of the great things about this event. It's not limited to any type of car, any class of car. We see cars from a wide range, which I think is so cool. One of perhaps maybe the unique things about this car show. We get to see the old classics all the way up to the new supercars, which I think is one of the things people love about the Doylestown at Dusk car show. And this year, I can say, even though there's less cars, we've still seen a really wide range, and that's been fun for us. As commentators on the live stream, we get to see everything come through, and still a lot of fun.
Yeah, this show is celebrating everything cars and motorcycles. Traditionally, we have motorcycles, we have trucks, we have a lot of large trucks. Sometimes throughout the year, we've got groups of customized pickup trucks, which is really cool. We even have had 2 or 3 hearses that come every year and put their customized hearses in the car show. So just a real great diversity of cars, motorcycles. There goes some motorcycles through town. Real great diversity of anything vehicle. Here comes another group coming up State Street to make the right on Clinton. And the people at Mosquito Grill are getting excited. It's a blast.
That's awesome. It's great to hear, and I can hear them honking their horns, and sounds like a great sight there in heart of Doylestown.
Here they go. 50, maybe a 55 Chevy Bel Air there, two-tone. I think it's a 57. I think it's 55. Yeah, here comes that yellow Challenger. There's a Ford Galaxy 500 convertible. And then there's a modern Mustang, a 5-liter Mustang. So yeah, we've got some pretty neat stuff coming through Doylestown right now, Alex.
Yeah, we sure do, Rick. And
here comes our pace car. This is our pace car from Thompson. Wow, look at that. That thing is gorgeous.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, he's loving driving it, that's for sure. Yeah, why do I get that job? Why am I standing out here sweating? He's got the top down, the AC. That's right. Yeah, he's sacrificing. And then here are the cars that come behind him. There's that Challenger, Alex, that I told you about. It's an RT in orange. It's got custom lights on it. And there's a 55 Corvette. Okay, and then that's, man, I'm going to struggle with that. Maybe an 05-ish. And then that Mustang with the big blower. Is right behind that.
Big camera too.
He's not making much noise right now.
yeah, great to see that that pace car out front there, Rick. That MA competition BMW. What a great looking car. So I'm going to kick it back over to my co-host here, who had Rick was talking to our pace car driver. Chris actually had the pleasure of taking a quick lap in that car to get some footage for our live stream here. Chris, tell us how your ride in that BMW pace car was.
Thanks, Alex. The ride was pretty amazing. Speaking to the driver from Thompson's Motorsports department, and he was telling me that car makes 700 horsepower to the wheel, so quite a fun car. Definitely had to keep it in low gear as we were leading the pack. We had 5 or 6 cars behind us, a Buick and a Cadillac, as well as a Hellcat back there. So quite the mix of vehicles led by that pretty awesome M8 competition. So thank you for leading the way there and sharing that awesome car with us.
I think I've seen this young lady, Alex, at least like 10 or 11 times come through.
Sounds
here.
like a
She's
great
just having a blast.
That must have been a lot of fun, even if you're going, you're not necessarily racing through the streets of Doylestown, but nevertheless, still, I'm sure, fun ride in a powerful car.
Alex, here comes a street rod that is really cool. I don't know if you guys can see my feed here, but this thing is super, super cool. It's a rat rod.
So for those of you just joining in on the feed, we've been really interested to see where folks are tuning in from. Like I've been saying earlier, we've got folks from across the U.S. joining in. You know, one of the great things about doing socially distant events like this is you get to, for commentators like myself and Chris, you get to hear what's going on in our house. And right now our dog's running around. So if you hear loud noises in the background there, that's just our lab enjoying the live feed of the Doylestown Dusk car show. So like I was saying before, it looks like we've got some folks from Pipersville, PA joining us. Great to have you on the feed here.
Alex, I don't know if you can see my camera, but I got a really hot Mustang here. This thing is really loud. Got a roll
So we heard from Rick a little bit earlier about some of the really cool old cars rolling through Doylestown, and great to see them on the live feed. folks are enjoying it. It sounds like even the folks who are maybe out dining in Doylestown right now are having some fun, watching those cars roll through, and when they're honking their horns, making a lot of noise. I'm sure it's a good sight to see.
It's about to get loud right here where I'm at, Alex. Woo!
So for our viewers right now on the live stream, looks like we've got just under 90 people viewing. Let us know what cars you like. Herbie the Love Bug was a crowd favorite earlier in the show. Seen a lot of cars since then. Some really cool ones rolling through. Let us know in the chat which ones you guys like.
Alex, I've got coming through again, so I don't know if you guys can see my feed, but here they come, right through the center of Doylestown. Look at that thing. Anything goes for those rat rods, Alex. Anything to make them unique and different. Here we've got a really nice customized black Mustang. Looks like a GT with a lot of money spent. You got hood pins on that thing and custom wheels. Really, really nice. He better behave himself because 4 cars back is the police. There's Doylestown's finest.
Great
We'll
to
give
hear
him a
some of
wave.
those engine revving sounds. There you go.
Oh, here's that Jetta. You can hear him. He's got some custom exhaust. See, the Postal Service never takes a day off. They're still working tonight, even while we're having our rolling car show. Here they go. Tell you, Alex, I get the best seat in the house. By far, the best seat in the house right here at West State in South Clinton. And that's take your house and enjoy.
Sounds like a great spot, Rick. And from the views that we're getting of your live feed, I'm a little jealous. I'm sitting here at my dinner table, and I love to see all these cool cars rolling through Doylestown. But the sights and sounds we're getting from you are really, really golden, really cool stuff.
You telling me you're sitting at your dinner table? I haven't had dinner yet. You gonna bring me some food?
see what I can. I'll see what I can do, Rick. But right now, all I've got are Doritos, so I don't know if I can bring you anything that great.
I'll pass on the Doritos, buddy. Here's that hot Mustang again coming through town. Going right on South Clinton. Look at that thing. Woo!
Fast car.
There's our Central Bucks Regional Police taking care of our town, looking after all of us. We appreciate them very much.
So just seeing some of the comments in the chat here, it looks like some folks who are joining us from Maryland. We're really happy to have you on the live feed here. Sorry you couldn't make it this year, but thanks so much for your support over the live feed and being a part of the Doylestown at Dusk Car Show.
Look at that. That is cool. Look at that Jeep. Oh, more custom Jeeps. 2 custom Jeeps go by. Oh, listen to that horn. Oh, you hear that, Alex? Woo!
That sounds pretty cool, Rick.
Jeeps.
That's pretty awesome. We all love some good air horns.
That's right. That's right. So you get a little bit of everything at the Doylestown at Dusk Car Show. Here's a motorcycle with a sidecar that's rolling up. I mean, you just get a little bit of everything. It's pretty awesome. I don't know if you guys could see that, but there it is. Motorcycle with a sidecar. He'll come through in a minute.
That's what we love about the car show as well. Like you said, you get a little bit of everything, and it makes it so enjoyable. It's easy for everybody to find something to like at the car show. For the folks in the chat, let us know what your favorite car is, and thanks to our fans out there in the chat as well, helping us, giving us a good thumbs up as we get through the next few hours here of cars rolling through Doylestown.
Oh, here comes that rat rod again, Alex. That is a smoky mess right there. Oh, the cloud's coming my way.
Hopefully we'll see that come through on the live feed, Rick, but that sounds pretty awesome.
He left a nice big black cloud right in the middle of the intersection. And now I'm breathing it. Woo! That was worth it, though. That was worth it. Definitely better than Doritos at the kitchen table, I'm just saying.
There we go. We see it coming through on the live feed now. There, Rick. That looks like a pretty fun sight there. I would agree. Maybe Doritos don't match quite the adrenaline rush of a car rev and some great fumes there, but hey, it comes close sometimes.
That's right. There are benefits to both, but it couldn't be a more perfect night out here in Doylestown. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this as the sun starts to get a little lower and that heat and humidity just getting to be a perfect night. So we're really glad we're out here enjoying this. We could have had no car show. So we're really glad that we have some cars to see and hope the people at home are enjoying this live feed as well from whatever they're doing, staying safe, hopefully.
Couldn't agree more, Rick. It's a great evening, and we're really happy to have a great evening because it makes the live stream that much better to be able to see the cars in daylight and see all kinds of that mix of cars like we were talking about before.
It's a custom Hummer. Just open up their doors and let some people out. I thought they were doing a Chinese fire drill, but I don't think that's the case, but it's a really unique Hummer. A lot of customization to that vehicle. See when the light turns, he'll come through and we get to get a better look at him. Maybe? Yep, here he comes. He's coming right at us. That's a pretty cool Hummer right there. I haven't seen something like that. Here's a 67 maybe or 68 Firebird. Here's that motorcycle sidecar.
I think that Firebird might be from. I think you're right with 68 there, Rick. I think that's a 68 Firebird, Pontiac Firebird.
One of my favorite models. And here's the Cabrio, the light blue Cabrio. Whatever, dude. Whatever helps you sleep at night. Nice car. Okay. Now, a Cabrio is a great car. It was the first cool cruising car. My wife has a light blue Beetle, and I drive it sometimes. So I'm with you. Kindred. Hey, wave it. You're on live feed for Doylestown at Dusk Rolling Car Show. All right. Famous. You're famous now. Here's a 911. This is like a 93 to 95 Porsche 911. Wide body, so there's probably a Carrera 4. Wide body rear. Well, that's just a Carrera. A wide body. Pretty rare. Now a little bit of a lull, Alex. You can see everybody's enjoying West State.
Hey Rick, this is Chris. I noticed earlier at the registration site there was also I think it was a late '80s Porsche Targa, red wide body. That was a pretty awesome car too. So there's lots of representation of all countries, all areas. I also saw out there another one of those Europeans as a newer, I think it was maybe a 2018 Audi S3 red. Really amazing car. Hopefully we'll get some footage of that rolling out as well.
Yeah, I saw that S3 come through earlier. That was really nice. And yeah, that '87 911 Targa, I got a soft spot in my heart for those cars like that, if you know what I mean.
Keenan Honda is your solution for a sincere, customer-focused car buying experience delivered through exceptional customer service. We are family-owned and have been in business over 30 years. We are located in Doylestown, Pennsylvania, situated on a beautiful 18-acre campus which houses our extensive new and pre-owned inventory. Our customers enjoy a 13,000 square foot showroom, Honda Classic Cars Museum, 2-lane indoor service drive, and a comfortable and luxurious service lounge with fireplace and separate kids' room. Plus, our pre-owned vehicles are like new, undergoing a meticulous inspection and reconditioning process. Our team will make you feel welcome and comfortable from the minute you walk through the door. And when you purchase a new or used vehicle from Keenan Honda, you will drive off with our exclusive Keenan Plus benefits, which include 3 free oil changes, loaners for life, free Pennsylvania state safety inspections, accessories discounts, and membership in our exclusive rewards program. There's no additional charge, it's just our way of saying thank you. Come in today and enjoy a relaxed, straightforward car buying experience at Keenan Honda, where more for free means more for less.
Hi, I'm Mark Hoffman, the very proud president of the Rotary Club of Doylestown. On behalf of our nearly 100 members, please accept my thanks and appreciation for your interest and participation in this year's virtual Doylestown at Dusk car show. As you may know, or perhaps as you may not know, the Rotary is an international group of concerned individuals, nearly 1.2 million citizens throughout the world, who are members of more than 35,000 different local Rotary clubs, each committed to promoting peace, fighting disease, providing clean water and sanitation to those currently without, providing health care and support to mothers and children, supporting educational initiatives, and growing local economies. The Doylestown Rotary Club is one of these 35,000 different clubs throughout the world, and our nearly 100 members are each dedicated to service above self. One of our most successful and perhaps the showpiece fundraiser that we have as a club for many years has been the Doylestown at Dusk car show. As you know, of course, this year's event is a little different, and we appreciate the dedication of our team, our committee, our volunteers, both in the club and outside of the club, as well as our participants who have made this year's event possible in light of the social restrictions that are in place due to COVID-19. So while this year's event is a little different in format, in a sense, it's still an opportunity for us to show our fellowship, not through our love and appreciation of cars, but really in our dedication to raising money to support local Doylestown area community charities, organizations, and scholarship winners. On behalf of the Doylestown Rotary Club, I'd like to again thank you for your interest in this event. Of course, I'd like to thank you for your support of this event, and thank you for your participation in this year's event. I encourage you also to visit us at doylestownrotary.org to learn more about our club. If service above self is something that you yourself are interested in, we'd love to see you at a meeting and perhaps see you get more involved in the many wonderful things we're doing in our community and abroad. Again, thank you so much.
All right, we're back live with the 2020 Doylestown at Dusk Rolling Car Show. If you're just joining in on the live stream on Facebook, let us know where you're tuning in from. We've got folks across the U.S. joining in. That's great to see. We've seen some really cool cars roll through Doylestown in our first hour and a half here of the event. Some great shots on various streets on the parade route here through Doylestown that are really looking like a lot of fun. And we've actually got Rick, who's out in the middle of Doylestown, seeing some cool cars drive through. And he's been able to kind of give us a firsthand perspective of what he's seeing. So, Rick, can you let us know what you're seeing in Doylestown at the moment?
Dude, right now I've got a gray Lotus. How many Lotuses do you see? But I got a gray Lotus in my camera. Really, really awesome car. We're seeing some really unique stuff. I keep seeing that motorcycle with the sidecar. See some custom Jeeps coming along, which is really cool. The Jeep people make a big showing at car shows. We really appreciate that. Here comes a really cool custom Jeep. I mean, look at that thing. Wow.
Got it, Tom. Thank you. Got it.
So true. Great to see the awesome mix of cars, and we've got a number of Jeeps on the list tonight that I see. So it's great to see them rolling through Doylestown.
That's right. You know it's on camera. Your wife could be watching, so you're not going to say. I understand. It's awesome. That thing is beautiful. It's just really cool. Yeah. Really, really beautiful. Yeah. So Alex, I see more cars coming down the street. So they haven't gotten. Oh, Alex, I got a GT40. I don't know about original because I think they're about $1.5 million. But I think this is a Ford GT40 replica behind the police car. That's super cool. Look at that thing. Yeah, that's a replica, but still, I think that's a replica.
Either way, it sounds pretty cool there, Rick.
Lotus and a replica of a GT40. I mean, wow. We're seeing some neat stuff tonight. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Wow. What year is that? 48 or 28? 48? What is it? 48 Buick. Wow, 48 Buick Custom right there. They're if you down at West, and then you go out. Did you register for the show? No. Well, I'll tell you what. Thanks for bringing this car out. This is the live feed. Everybody's getting to see it. People from all kinds of other states are watching, so everybody's sitting at home with a glass of wine looking at your car. 1948, totally customized. How cool is that? Oh. Well, there's something you don't see every day.
And that's one of the great things
I don't
about
even,
having this car show in Doylestown, right, Rick? Is, we get all these cars who have registered, but we also get to see some of the other cars that are out there and part of the community just going for a drive in Doylestown, which is it's great to have them as well.
There is nothing better than on a beautiful Saturday night coming down West State Street in Doylestown with everybody sitting out at the restaurants enjoying a meal. It's a pretty cool cruise trip for if you got a classic car. It's pretty much the place to be in Doylestown. So, yeah, you're right. A little bit of a lull here.
Jumped up. You didn't think of it at the time. And what they do over there, the line, because it's so hot. It's like a day like this. They get underneath the truck to get into the shade.
Here comes an MG, Alex. White MG. Used to see a lot more of them. You don't see as many of them these days. Oh, here goes that Lotus. I love this spot. I get all angles. It's a nice 10-liter GT. I've seen him about 4 or 5 times today.
You do have a great spot there in Doylestown, Rick, and it's great to have you out there and giving us the sights and sounds directly from the heart of Doylestown.
Yeah, I'm going back to being a little kid when I do this because I just love cars. So getting a chance to stand here and just enjoy the cars, and my wife doesn't have to put up with it. So yeah. Hey guys. Out for a nice night cruise with the top down, huh? You like that Mustang? It's pretty cool. Do you know what color that is? Well, I know it's blue, but do you know what specific color from Ford? I used to know that blue color. I don't think I can remember it, but it was like, I can't remember the color, but it's a great color. There you go. Take a screenshot, buddy. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, enjoy your ride in your convertible. See you, bud. That's the best.
Keep looking at the viewfinder. It's like, oh, there it is. And then zoom in and try to lock into it.
That's the other thing for me. It's hard to I see something there and then I look to your left and
you're like, where to go?
Yeah, exactly.
You got to anticipate. I'm more into sports photography.
So we've seen some pretty cool
We have
cars
this hour here.
this last hour. It looks like we've seen some Fords, some Chevys. I think there may have been a Studebaker in there as well. Some Corvettes, some Jeeps, like Rick was saying, some GTs. Coming up in the next hour, we've got looks like maybe another Model T. I know we'd seen a Model T earlier. Looks like we've got some Cadillacs, some AMCs, some Oldsmobiles, a Porsche, hopefully again, maybe that Porsche Targa that my co-host Chris was talking about a little bit before. See some Toyotas, a Mazda coming up. So for those of you tuning in on the live stream, if you know of anybody who loves those cars that are not watching yet, feel free to share this link with them, the live stream link with your friends, and tell them to tune in. Let us know where they're tuning in from.
Alex, the Monte Carlo, like a 77 Monte Carlo. There's a Cutlass Supreme that's kind of slammed. So kind of two cars from the same era there. Oh, he's bouncing the front end. That's pretty cool. Never thought you'd see that into a...
Was that Rick? Did you just see the Oldsmobile? Is that the one?
All right, we're gonna bouncing the front end. I have no idea what that's called when you do that. I think it's slamming the car. You had that suspension that you could bounce the front end. So he was going through the intersection, bouncing the front end. That was pretty cool. See something new every few minutes down State Street here in Doylestown. Well, we've got a lull in cars, Alex, but we have a lot of people coming to the restaurants, keeping their distance, wearing their masks.
Yeah, Rick, some great sights in Doylestown. We just saw that that car you were describing roll through on the live feed. Pretty cool to see that. I guess that's an air suspension. Like you said, not something that you would expect to see in Doylestown. But hey, that's what you get with the Doylestown at Dusk Car Show. You get a little bit of everything. And I'm looking at some of the participants here on my list, and I believe that car that we were just talking about looks like it's actually won multiple national awards. The car may have also been part of Miss America, Miss New Jersey, and Miss Philadelphia. And I think, if my notes are correct here, that car is affectionately referred to as Baby. Some fun facts about some of these participants, but great to see those cars rolling through Doylestown.
Yeah, and the 76 or 77 Monte Carlo we saw, that car was the poster car for the show maybe 2 or 3 years ago. That burgundy Monte Carlo with the white Landau top. That was a poster car.
Great to see those cars returning, and there's a poster car for the show before. Great to see them coming back and rolling through Doylestown and representing Doylestown at Dusk Car Show quite well. Lots of fun.
Yeah, that car is owned by Joe Van Houten, and Joe has been a real great supporter of the show. Every year he enters at least 2 cars and VIP slot about the show, so he's been a great supporter of Doylestown and Dusk Car Show. We appreciate him bringing his car out tonight. Mustang. Nothing like the sound of a 5-liter Mustang.
So true. Sounds great on our end.
Okay, here comes one of our pace cars, our Keenan Mercedes pace cars, leading some of our cars. That's an Olds convertible. It's another Olds 442, an old. Then there's that Mustang, that yellow Mustang with the C stripe on it. And then the red Mustang's coming through. He stopped at the light, stuck at the light. And then that black Chevelle. That guy has been cruising town for the last 2 hours. We've seen him a lot. He's burning through a little gas in that thing, I would suspect, Alex.
I'm sure you're right, but isn't it great to see him rolling through town and supporting the Doylestown at Dusk car show?
And not only supporting Doylestown at Dusk, but Doylestown Health and all those heroes that are working at our hospital, fighting COVID-19 and keeping us safe. So we're just grateful that these people are coming out and helping with that too.
So true, Rick. So true, Rick. And great to see, all the American muscle cars out there and supporting Doylestown at Dusk and doing it in a safe way. And we're really happy to have the live feed here so that folks can watch in a safe way. So I'm seeing a couple comments actually in our live feed here talking about the car that had the air suspension. I'm being told that this is when the cars bounce like that, it's called dancing. Apparently, it might be a common thing on the West Coast. So we're very glad rather to see some folks tuned in from the West Coast and mixing a little bit with the East Coast. So great to see that. Great. So we're going to hear from Doylestown Health next. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the Doylestown at Dusk car show.
Keenan Honda is your solution
The
for a sincere,
COVID-19 pandemic
customer-focused car
continues
buying
to teach us about
experience
the
delivered through
necessity to care for
exceptional
ourselves
customer
and
service.
each other during a health emergency.
We are
Hi, I'm Jim
family-owned and have been
Brexler,
in
President and
business over
CEO
30
of Doylestown
years.
Health. I am proud of Doylestown Health's response to this crisis and the extraordinary efforts of our staff to care for patients with coronavirus, particularly at a time when the entire world is still learning about this new disease. I'm also thankful for the outpouring of community support. Together, we have met this challenge. But there is no question that this pandemic has caused hardship and challenges for all of us. All hospitals, including Doylestown Hospital, created capacity to care for patients that were affected by COVID-19. That meant routine diagnostic tests, therapies, scheduled procedures and surgeries were canceled that physicians believed could safely be deferred in the short run. But throughout the pandemic surge, Doylestown Health continued to provide emergent and urgent medical and surgical care. With the number of cases now drastically down, I'm excited to say that we are now reopening all our patient services. Some of you, however, chose not to seek necessary medical care for fear or anxiety about coming to a hospital during this pandemic. The effect on patients and their families who delay treatment for serious health issues, such as heart attacks and strokes, can be devastating. For your own health and well-being, please do not delay your medical care. Doylestown Hospital is safe. The physician offices of our medical staff are safe. The Pine Run Health Center, our skilled nursing facility, is safe. We are working tirelessly to ensure your safety and the safety of our staff, and we are ready to care for you just as we have for nearly 100 years. However, some things will look a little different when you arrive as we take precautions to keep you safe. Everyone, including our own staff, who enters Doylestown Hospital, Pine Run, our physician offices, and all outpatient locations, is being screened for COVID-19 symptoms. You'll see patients and staff wearing masks and other face coverings for everyone's safety. As we more fully open for services, there may be continuing visitor limitations, so please ask about those limitations when you schedule an appointment or before you come in. I encourage you to visit our website for the most up-to-date information, as well as a series of videos that we've prepared that will explain what to expect when you arrive. Please do not delay your care. Serious health issues require immediate action, chronic disease must be managed, and even minor health issues should be treated to avoid more serious health consequences. Throughout this pandemic, Doylestown Health has continued to operate with the same level of excellence that has earned us our national reputation. We're here, we're ready, we're doing everything we can to keep you safe. We're Doylestown Health.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Doylestown at Dusk, the 2020 Doylestown at Dusk car show. Heard a little bit from our sponsors there. And we want to thank you for watching on the live stream as we parade cars through Doylestown. Got a number of correspondents out on the street sending in some live footage, seeing cars as they roll by, trying to join in with a few of the properly socially distanced crowd, and kind of get the on the street perspective as we share on the live stream. So let us know where you're from, where are you viewing from, and what your favorite cars are that you've seen so far or that you know are out there. Thanks.
Alex, I got two hot Mustangs in front of me. That red Mustang we talked about earlier with the big blower coming out of the hood. I don't know if you can see that on my feed, but that thing is awesome.
Yeah, we see those cars come through a little bit after you speak, Rick, but I'm sure it's a great sight, and I'm sure we'll see it soon there on the live feed.
Looks like we've got a new car in the mix. We got a Javelin over there. And a couple of Jeeps coming through.
Great to hear those car horns honking and people having a great time there, Rick. Thanks for bringing us those sounds from the center of Doylestown there.
Yep, here comes our Camaro SS again. I mean, Camaro Chevelle SS.
Rick, I wanted to call out that Javelin. That's a pretty awesome car. The 1972 is the year that it was one of the first years with the egg crate front grille. Really adds a little something to it. It's probably one of my favorite looking cars out there of that era and that type. Thanks for sharing.
Well, thank you. Yeah, you don't see a lot of those Javelins around. Even at car shows, they're pretty rare to see. But when you do see them, they're really unique. And the people that love those Javelins, they really love Javelins. Like, they're really into it. And they're like a small subgroup. There's lots of Mustang people, lots of Camaro people. There's not many Javelin people, but they really love
Yeah, I totally agree with you there.
Here's the
Glad they got out here to represent that group for us in the show, as well as all the other organizations or brands of cars, out there. Really great representation all around from the participants.
Hey, there's Bruce, our fearless leader. Bruce Rutherford. And the golf cart going the wrong way, creating a lot of angst. Here he comes.
So I guess I need to get her there.
Hey, I asked if I think Larry had an extra battery pack. Well, that's for me.
Oh.
It's for an iPhone.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what's here. You guys got to figure this out.
Okay, I need that cord. And perfect.
And Keith said, "Do you need a battery too?" Oh, okay. So it was here that needed to go.
So,
You got it?
got it. Perfect. Thank you.
So while Rick
What's that?
hopefully gets a new battery there, so that he can continue giving us some reporting from the center of Doylestown. We heard Bruce's name in there. We just wanted to give a shout out to Bruce. As Rick mentioned, he's our fearless leader here and is organizing the Doylestown at Dusk car show. So big thank you to Bruce for helping to organize, and we're glad we can bring you the Doylestown at Dusk car show today, live streamed on Facebook Live. You
There
see
he is,
Bruce on the
there he
live
is.
stream.
I've got Bruce right here.
I'm looking at it live on Facebook.
So there he is in his golf cart, doing his thing.
Great sight to see.
fearless
Bruce,
leader.
you're famous now.
Sometimes fearless, sometimes fearful.
Hey, we did it. That's great. We did something.
What you've done yet,
That's right.
time will tell.
Time will tell. We've really been enjoying it on this end, Bruce. I know you've been working on all the logistics behind the scenes. But I tell you what, being right here, seeing all the cars has been a lot of fun. We've been really enjoying it. So
Cool. Well, that's the name of the game, is to have fun.
all about. So
Sir, we're leaving.
people are coming by pretty quick.
I see that. And this is not a very quick vehicle.
No, it is not a very quick vehicle.
Here we go.
Do it.
Good stuff. Thanks for stopping by, Bruce.
Hey, my pleasure.
Hey, look at that. What is that over there? That's Keith, what is that? That's a Mercury Mercure. Mercure?
Wave to Facebook.
I think it's a Mercury Mercure. Hey, who's messing with that? Oh, hey. We have an infamous Rotarian here, Max Rose, who's going to show you his back because he's humble like that. But he's one of our very best Yeah, that Alex is working on that.
Magical Alex?
Yeah. So here comes another group of our cars, led by the Keenan Honda. It's like maybe it's a Honda Accord. Happily honking their horns. Here comes that Javelin. Look at that thing. Oh, yeah, that's a Javelin. That's a Javelin. Nah. I'm like a clock. I'm at least right twice a day. Yeah, look at that Javelin. That thing is great.
Rick, we just saw on the live stream GT40 out there. It looks like that may have been a day of show registration. Really, really awesome orange color. I'm not sure if you've seen that come past Show Central yet, but tell us when you do.
Yeah, we already saw it come through. Hopefully it'll come through again because it's a pretty cool car. I'm not sure what if that's a kit car. It doesn't look like a regular GT40, but I'm not sure. That's something new for me. I haven't seen one before. There goes that Javelin and a couple of custom Jeeps. Oh, here goes a Chevelle convertible. That black is like ink. Woo! Get some excited people sitting on a curb here watching the show. Hello. Here comes one of our pace cars. That's the Thompson BMW M845, I think, 845M. And he's got some new show cars himself.
That's the M8 competition package, I think. That's the car I got to ride in for the pace car I got to ride in. Really, really a fun car. Pretty awesome exhaust sounds there. It's pretty amazing what they do with these new cars. It's all electronically controlled, and nevertheless, still got a pretty good sound to it.
Yeah, you're not kidding. There goes another group. There's a GTO and a Firebird Trans Am. Wow. Wait a minute. Here's another Javelin, I think. I believe that's another Javelin. Wow. And there goes that GT40 replica, I think.
I wanted to roll through some of the cars we're going to be seeing in the 7 o'clock hour here. Wanted to call out a couple of them. Really looking forward to, there's Plymouth Barracuda going to come through. Number of Mustangs and that 911 Targa we spoke of earlier, the late 80s. Really, really awesome cars. Actually, that's only a few out of about 20 or so, 25 I think we have coming. So really excited to see some of this new round of cars over the next hour.
You just don't see them very often. That is a Survivor right there, an XR4 Ti. That's I remember that car. There was a lot of chatter about those cars back in the day. They were an interesting. I think they were a European build for Mercury. So, holy smokes! Look at this Z28. Oh, that's 28. It's Camaro SS. Wow. It's a great looking car. Sounds good.
Listen up. Fred Bean Sport is your work truck headquarters. Shop over 700 work-ready trucks like cargo, dump, plow, chassis, and more. We've got the work trucks you want at the prices you want, and our experienced staff will deliver them directly to you. For better savings on a better selection, get to the #1 volume dealer in PA, in Doylestown, Mechanicsburg, Langhorne, and Westchester at Fred Bean Sport. Built to lend a hand. Online at fredbeanstrucks.com.
Oh, look at that. So Tom, I've got a 65 Mustang. Not Mustang, she's 65 Corvette. I'm losing it. 63. This is a 63 Corvette. Right in front of me here, being led by the Keenan Honda pace car through town. But that style, all fiberglass body, followed by a really cool custom Mustang with a beautiful rose painted on the hood. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's a really nice customized car as well. I don't know if this
Rick,
is
I wanted to call out that
this is
that Corvette that you talked about. That's that 63 that's been owned since original delivery, that car. So pretty impressive to have kept it and maintained it in such good shape over that long duration.
Yeah, that's a split window. That's a rare car. Look at this. Some old Model Ts rolling through. 2 Model Ts rolling through Doylestown. That's pretty cool. They were moving pretty fast, too. I think they were moving faster than the Corvette, Chris. Don't know how that happens. People that have been having a good time for a while, evidently. I can hear them cheering in the background.
I wanted to take a moment and call out the people on the live stream too and their great participation. Thank you all for joining in. Thanks for your great commentary and letting us know what you've enjoyed, what you're seeing, what you saw in previous years. Really some great content out there. So I wanted to say thanks to all of you as well watching on the live stream.
And that Firebird and that GTO, they both had really loud exhaust. There goes that AMX, yellow AMX. Kawasaki Z6R with a custom paint job. That's pretty cool. Nice bike.
Rick, I just found some more information. I know earlier you mentioned about the Thunderbird, the silver and blue Thunderbird rolling through town. Pretty awesome car. The owners of that car actually did a cross-country trip, a 53-day trip a few years back, and managed to keep the mileage low for that awesome trip and keep it in pristine order. But thought it'd be cool to share some fun facts of who we have participating and who we have out in town now showing off their awesome machinery.
Wow, 53 days in a Thunderbird. It seems like it just doesn't sound like so bad, but imagine, I'm sure the seats in an old Thunderbird aren't quite as comfortable as modern seats. And you got weather issues, and you're trying to keep your car nice, parking at hotels, and a lot of time in a vintage car. And hoping that it's going to run right. You probably have to get it serviced at some point during the trip, maybe. Might need to have some tire rotation, or you might need to have an oil change. Not every
Yeah, I can
or
attest
something
to
like
that.
That's on my bucket list.
I can attest to that comfort level, Rick. Like I said, when I got out this year in that pace car, the M8, BMW M8, I luckily I didn't even realize it at first, but that car has cooled seats. So we had the convertible down and the circulation going through the seats. So I was quite comfortable. It's a pretty stark contrast for anyone who's been at the show in previous years. You know, getting out there on that blacktop when it's 95, 100 degrees out there, things can get warm. I actually think it's kind of interesting to note too. We got a lot more cars, obviously rolling through town, and lots of considerations out there on in order to keep the cars cool and driving and doing loops and all for us this year. So lot going into this from all ends, from the participants as well as the organizers. So again, another thank you and enjoy.
That was another 68 Firebird that just went through, convertible. And something that a lot of people on our live feed might not know, but you actually in Pennsylvania can buy an old plate from the same year as your vintage car and get it reactivated with the state of Pennsylvania, so you can put it on there. So let's say you have a 75 Mustang. You can get a plate from 1975 and put it on your car. And let's say 76 is a bicentennial year car. You can get a bicentennial plate, you can buy them, and Pennsylvania will allow you to reactivate them and put them on your car. So that's kind of a cool thing that Pennsylvania has offered to our collector car community here in the state. We really appreciate that. A lot of people have taken advantage of that.
Thanks for that awesome fact, Rick. It's I didn't actually realize that. That's pretty cool. Thanks for sharing.
Here goes some more cars. That's pretty cool. That Mercury, that Survivor XR4 TI. Chris, have you ever seen a Mercury before?
I have actually. I also got to say I'm sitting over here, and I did do a little bit of lookup just to see if I could find any fun facts. But I have seen them a number of times. Actually, I think there's a couple in the Doylestown area that are pretty exciting to see.
Great to see a shot on the live feed as well of the food donation area there at the end of our route for our participants. And just got to see a good shot of some folks donating some non-perishable food. So we appreciate that, and glad to be able to do that there at the end of our route.
Nice Mustang here. Rolling through town. Pretty hot. Bullet. That's a limited edition car right there. Looks like a custom hood. Pretty sweet. Sounds
Rick, I'm curious if earlier
This has
you
turned
saw
into just a
the.
gorgeous evening here at the center of Doylestown.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Go ahead.
I was curious if earlier you saw the Toyota Supra. I think there was a blue Supra out there. Pretty coveted car, the Supras in certain circles. Any impression of it when it was out?
You know, I got to admit, I don't recall seeing it. I don't know how I missed it, but there for a while I had some, cars coming in three different directions. I was spinning around. Somehow I seem to have missed it. I'm really disappointed because Supras are, there was a big rivalry in the 80s and early 90s between Supras and Nissan 300Zs. That was like the big thing, is it Toyota Supra or Nissan 300ZX. So, those are really neat cars, and now the Supra's back. So now you can buy a brand new Supra. So that's pretty cool to see both Nissan and Toyota have recreated and rethought out what those cars would look like. Here comes that AMC Javelin again, coming through for a second time. If everybody didn't get a good look at it before, here it is again. Got a little cheering section over here. These guys are having some fun. That's what we want to see. All socially distanced and being careful. Chris, I've got a green. I'm going to walk up here. I'm not sure what it is. I'm going to walk past our Keenan Mercedes pace car. Let's see what this is. What is this? Oh, wow. Pontiac. It's an old Pontiac. Look at that thing. Well, it's still hopping here at the center of town, Chris, that's for sure.
Rick, did I hear you say that was a 57 Star Chief, Pontiac Star Chief?
Yes, it was.
Very nice, beautiful car,
Yep.
beautiful car. For those on the live stream following along, let us know what you think. The 57 Pontiac Star Chief, quite an interesting car. I love to hear some more feedback from the people watching. Looks like we have about 55 people on the live stream now. And let us know what you've seen, what you like. Rick is out there on the ground, ready to jump in and speak to them as they drive by. So let us know. Thank you.
Risking life and limb to get this story.
For that matter too, yeah. Thank you, Rick, for being out there. I know it's the evening is turning beautiful. The weather's right. I know earlier it was warm, and like I said before, out there on the concrete is warm. And but thank you for the amazing perspective and interaction. Looks like right now we have about just about 90 degrees outside, so things have actually cooled off as the evening goes on. But again, thank you, and keep on doing it. It's great footage.
That Firebird, is that a 68? 68 Firebird convertible. That is a survivor right there. That was the GM's fan of a Camaro at the time. People don't know that. The Firebird was a great car, and this particular body style is kind of rare. You don't see a lot of them. Love the matte black too. It's kind of a unique look to a vintage car. Put your own style to it. See, it looks like a Hot Wheels I played with as a kid. Did you? That's awesome. Thanks for coming out. A 400 cubic inch V8 in that thing. Comes a Volkswagen Golf. License plate taped in the window. Scotch tape. Something you don't see every day. Yeah, Chris, it's kind of tough watching all these people sit and have a nice meal while I'm here. There are a lot of people enjoying great food on a beautiful night here in downtown Doylestown.
We'll send some Doritos your way,
I
Rick.
hear one of our pace cars beeping again. Oh, it looks like he's got a Nova behind him. Thank you, Alex. I'm glad you're back. Like our pace car has maybe a 67 Nova. I'm going to say that's a 67 Nova. They're waving
Actually,
to
Rick,
us.
checking our list, it looks like you're a year off, and
old
might be
442
a
convertible.
66 Chevy Nova there. But I'm impressed regardless.
Yeah. Here comes the Corvette. Whoa. There goes the Corvette. Oh, here comes the Model T again. Woo-hoo-hoo. Supra, Chris. Here's the Supra. That's a Survivor right there. We'll see what year that is. What year's your Supra? 89. Look at that. You guys like this car? It's pretty cool, huh? You know you're on the live stream for Doylestown at Dusk Car Show? Say hi. All right, yeah. Get to ride in Dad's cool car. That's awesome. Well, look at that thing. Oh, watch out for the Prius. Don't get hit by the Prius. If I get hit by a Prius, please cut that video footage out. I don't want my family to know that's the way it went down.
Rick, I've heard the Prius is called the silent killer, so be careful out there.
He was coming toward me, and it's in that pretty blue color, green, seafoam blue, I guess, green and blue. If I was going to get hit by a Prius, I guess that's when I'd want to get hit by. There's our show director, Bruce Rutherford. Roll Easy Go golf cart. On that one. Oh my. Bringing me water. You guys are wonderful. Thank you. He's right straight across. It's like everybody's having a fun night here in Doylestown.
He was so focused. I was like, hey.
Amazon Prime still making deliveries, just in case you all were worried. Not part of the rolling car show. Looks like something nice is sneaking in behind that Amazon truck. I'm not sure what it is. There we go. That's a Buick. That is a Buick, maybe a Century or a Regal. Skylark. It's a Buick Skylark convertible.
For those of you on the live stream, thanks for joining the 2020 Doylestown at Dusk car show. We're in our last hour of the show as we have cars rolling through Doylestown supporting our different health services. Right now we have a live feed of cars entering the Bucks County Intermediate Unit and doing a little loop there so that we can bring them back to our show start and back into town. So thank you all for donating and supporting the good causes here.
We're doing a food drive, so the participants not only did they contribute money when they registered, but they also donated food, which is pretty cool. You're good. Oh, here's that.
So we're hearing from our show directors and people out on the in the middle of Doylestown there that we're nearing the end of our show now, and I think we've seen almost 70 cars this evening, if not more, roll through Doylestown for the 2020 Doylestown at Dusk rolling car show. Want to extend a couple thank yous real quick before we wrap up, and want to especially thank everybody who tuned in to watch on the live feed. Thank you guys so much for your support. Once again, we were really happy to be able to bring you this year's show over the live feed because we couldn't hold it like we usually do in the usual format in Doylestown, but we're happy to be able to enjoy our passion about cool cars again on this awesome night in Doylestown. Thank you to the Doylestown Rotary for organizing the event. Want to throw a special thank you out to Rick in the middle of Doylestown, providing us the sights and sounds of the car show live. So, Rick, thank you, and thank you again to everybody watching. So we'll be wrapping up shortly. Thank you, everybody.
You like the fancy cars? Do you have a favorite one so far?
The Mustang.
You like Mustangs? Very cool, dude. A little fist bump for you. Awesome. All right.